they have regular trainings which they need to attend on the vehicles to at least know, what the customer is asking or what the customer is saying.
So you first open it and
then you just lift this.
Oh, lift this, okay.
Yeah. Buying a car is not a big thing, but after buying it, how is your service? Are you happy with it? Because that is something which you need to use for another, say, 5 to 6 years.
Why is this here? Who's going to open it?
Exactly. So that's there itself, the comfort level goes down. So if you ask me to rate, I would say somewhere around 3.8 to 3.9.
So today we don't have a lot of choice in terms of off-road vehicles in India. आज के टाइम पे हमारे पास बस जिमनी है और थार है. So Thar is one of the most likable cars by any age group in India. It's loved by off-roaders, loved by youth. Basically everyone loves Thar. So we have a Thar today. It's a 4x4 and we are going to talk about the ownership experience with my friend Praveen, who's going to come over and introduce himself. Hi guys. Hi everyone. How are you?
Good. So thank you for calling me. And like Imran said, we used to work together. So he told let's do an ownership of Thar. And I'm very glad that I'm in your channel. And I would now to speak about my vehicle so that everyone knows what is there inside the vehicle and everyone would go and approach for this vehicle. So let's go and speak about it.
Awesome.
Thanks, Praveen. Which variant is this and how much did you pay for it? When did you buy it?
Okay, so Imran, this car was bought 1 year back, and this is the top end model, which is 4x4, LX model, which is black, and this is fully automatic. It is hardtop, so I have added few accessories on this car. So on road I got this for 21 lakhs. I bought this from Kerala. If you see the registration number, I paid something extra here for this registration number. This is my daughter's day of birth.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
this is a fancy number which I bought, and like I said, I added few accessories here, which we can speak one by one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you bought it from Kerala and you're driving it in Bangalore now.
Yes. So there's no problem here. If your documents are correct, you can drive anywhere in India. So that's absolutely fine.
Right.
So I actually opted for Bharat registration, but the RTO department was kind of focusing more on the state registration because they were saying that if your company is more than 5 states, then we can give you the Bharat
there
registration.
are 3 conditions for that. One is you have to be a central government employee.
Yeah.
Second, if you are in an MNC, you have to have at least 3 locations in India.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it expires in every 2 years.
True.
All right. So how happy are you or how sad are you?
So if you ask me, I love this vehicle personally. So this is something which I bought for my wife. So she's the one who drives it more in the city, as well as when we go outside, so we kind of share the vehicle because there's this fight which happens between us because who will drive this vehicle.
Okay.
Because both of us love driving this vehicle. The kind of stance this vehicle carries, the turn head attitude,
No, absolutely.
I have seen only on this vehicle. If you take this vehicle in city, in traffic, anywhere, right? People look at it, whatever. Probably people would have seen this vehicle like more than 100 or 200 times. Right. Still, if you see this car going, I have seen people looking at this again and again. So that is the satisfaction I get when I, see this vehicle and when I bought this vehicle. So that is what I love about this vehicle. Obviously, the stance, like I said, you need not to worry about any potholes. You can go off-roading, in city it is damn comfortable. I think many people would say, it's not comfortable in city, but I would say it is comfortable in city.
Yeah, that is something I wanted to come into, get into. So a lot of reviewers on YouTube, they say it's not at all recommended by them to drive in city. Steering is hard, the wheels are huge, no comfort inside, basically a lot of issues. So did you face any of it?
So yeah, that's correct. The steering is hard and the steering should be hard because the wheelbase is high. The wheel is big and huge. So see, this vehicle is meant for a purpose. Okay. Right. You can go off-roading and you can go in city. So if you ask me about the city comfort, me and my wife drives it. we are very, very comfortable on that because this is automatic. I'm not sure about manual. Probably you need to press the clutch many times and, you need to drive it. But automatic is very comfortable. When I approached many people, I have seen that most of the ladies or women drive this vehicle. So, if they are not comfortable, obviously, this won't be on road. So, I would say that I love this car. And, like I said, it is comfortable.
Okay, great. So, how long has it been? 1 year?
Yeah, it's obviously 1 year right now. I'm driving and my wife is driving this car. So if you ask me the pros in this, so I would say obviously the wheelbase, the ground clearance, the stance.
What is it?
The look.
225 mm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 235 mm.
Now, there is one pro that you haven't mentioned. See, I drive a Verna. It's a low car. When I just drove the Thar, it felt completely different. Like, okay, you are basically sitting on top of a Verna, you feel like. So it's like two Vernas on stack on top of it, and then you are sitting on it. So the road presence and the feel of it when you are sitting in the driving seat, it is very different.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, Mahindra is known for driver's car. Okay, so if you take any vehicle of Mahindra, specifically Thar, Scorpio N, or any other comfort. I mean, XUV 700 falls in a different segment, but these two vehicles is called as driver's car.
Yeah, that's a front wheel drive.
Yeah, so I have another vehicle which is CS, which is sedan. It has its own pros and cons.
That's another question that I'll get into. So Praveen owns two cars, one Thar and one Ciaz. So he basically owns a SUV, a proper SUV, and a proper sedan.
Yeah.
So it would be very clear for him to say the differences between those both cars.
True, absolutely.
So probably this video I'm not going to share any details about Ciaz, but I'm going to ask him the primary differences between these two cars when he drives.
All right, so known fact, the one which is sedan, which is CS,
Right.
the pro is that, the comfort level, right? So if you ask me the comfort level in Thar, if I compare Thar and Ciaz, the comfort level is obviously high in Ciaz. The reason is because the ground clearance, the low flooring vehicle, the length of the vehicle, which gives you more comfortable when your family or everyone is driving. Now you take any SUV, let it be Thar, let it be Scorpio and XUV 700 Duster, name it, any SUV you take, that has body roll. That is known for vehicles. So, you can't compare these two vehicles. So, each vehicle is meant for its purpose. Now, the way the road in India is, I would say, I would obviously go for SUVs.
Compromise a little on the comfort and...
I will compromise a little on the comfort because you will get used to it. I mean, it's not like, okay, I'm feeling that body roll. Probably you will feel it for some time. Then you will get used to it. It is matter for any car. So, that's how the difference is. Second, if you ask me, the strength of this body, it can't beat any other vehicle. Trust me, I have seen the same level of this only for the Toyota Fortuner. This two car is something which I feel is, up to the mark. Rest, it can't beat the, strength of the body. Same way if you compare Ciaz, not at all. That's obviously Maruti. Right. So, if you see the economy, cost, comfort, it is only totally different from this. So like I said, Mahindra is always known for the driver's car.
Right.
So I have done quite of modifications, Imran. So, I would like to take my phone and just go through one by one.
Sure.
So there are a few modifications which I did from, the showroom itself.
Okay.
Because the fitment in showroom is totally different from the fitment you go on the third party.
Third party, right.
So there are something which I have taken from showroom. So the one which you see here, this one is called as bug reflector.
Okay.
Okay. So this is an additional part which I have fixed. The main reason, if you ask me, is because Thar doesn't have the aerodynamic shape.
Right.
Okay. So personally, when I drive, I have seen if it's raining or, if I go at night, there are a lot of insects or other thing which comes and sticks on the windshield.
Yeah.
So this particular, accessory prevents it to an extent. So that is the reason I installed it. Second thing, there was a Mahindra logo here. I love Mahindra. I love Mahindra, but I removed it because I didn't want it to go for the third party.
Right.
What to say? There is a piece which we get here outside. So I didn't want that because I see everyone using it. It's very common now. So I thought, let me just remove the badging and keep it as stock as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the headlights are all stock.
Everything you see in this
them.
vehicle is stock. I have not changed anything except I have removed the logo of Mahindra and I have kept a bug reflector here.
Okay.
Okay. And the second modification which I have done is I have put a spacer. If you see here, this is an additional spacer which I have put, and this is from the Proman brand. This is a third-party spacer, which actually increases the size of the tire. When I say increases the size of the tire, is if you see, the tire will come at least a 2-inch outside.
Right. Okay.
So now, if you ask me what is the use of it, it kind of reduces the body roll to an extent, because when your vehicle's dimension is little extended, the body roll kind of reduces. So that has been installed in all 4 wheels.
Okay.
So this is from a brand called Proman.
Okay. How much did it cost?
So for 4 wheels, I paid it around 21,000. So that is space grade alloy. So you can trust it, because that is one major part. So it doesn't break. You get it many brands outside the market, but I would always suggest please go for Proman. Okay. So that is one thing which I have added here. This badging, this comes default, so I have not changed anything. Third thing, if you see, I have kept the logo as Thar, and I am not a fan of chrome. So what I did is I removed this, badging. If you see the 4x4 and if you see the Thar, if you see M-Hawk badging, I have removed everything. I have hydro dripped it, and then I have placed it again. It's not a sticker, because the sticker peels out. This is hydro dipping.
Okay.
So this is done, and I wanted to keep that black stance there. So that is the thing which I have added. And the third accessory which you see is this. This is called as foot hinge.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ask what is the purpose, this is majorly used on off-roading. So if you want to balance, so your vehicle is in this position, and you want to balance or you want to give weight there, one person can go ahead and stand on this.
Right.
That is the main thing. It absolutely take more than 90 to 100 kgs. So you can stand on it, balance the vehicle so that the tire touches the ground.
Okay.
And this obviously adds style value to the vehicle.
Right.
So you get this in many colors, but I wanted to stick to the black and gray. You would have seen many Thar having red, but that's my choice, so that's what I put. So this is again from Proman, and I think I paid around 6K for that, as I remember. Okay. So that is one additional accessories. Okay, sorry Imran, so I missed one more part which I have added here. This is actually Thar black badging. Ideally stock comes with a grey one.
I see.
Or it comes with a carbon fiber one like this. So that is something which goes with the mirror. So I wanted to enhance the badge or look of Thar. So I have put a black Thar badging additional on both the sides. So that is one additional accessories which I have put here.
Okay.
Now if we go back, if we see here, there is nothing major changes here. It's all stock.
Okay.
So even if you see, this is the one which I added from the showroom itself. This is a tail lamp for Thar. Now
this tail lamp, you got it from Mahindra itself?
Yeah, it's not a tail lamp actually. This is a stock tail lamp. It's just a piece which they fix it with the 3M tape. Okay, it's not an additional tail lamp which you see aftermarket. So like I said, Imran, if you see on this vehicle, max to max things which you see here is all stock or from showroom. Nothing major from the third party or outside.
Got it. One question.
Yeah.
There is no wiper, rear wiper for this?
No. So that is one of the disadvantage I would say.
But
there is no
defogger.
wiper.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is a defogger here. So that is one disadvantage I would say. And hopefully they are going to come up with that on the new model.
I don't know
is what
when they are
I'm
going to fit
Yeah,
it
so I think we have to wait till August 15 to unveil the 5-door rocks to see what they are coming up with. But
really
yeah.
interested to
Yeah, so that's one thing.
So you first open it and then
you just lift this.
Oh, lift this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got
So that's how it is. But you have to be very careful that you can't close this first and then close this.
Oh.
First you have to close this and then only you can close this bonnet.
Right. Okay. This will fit here. Okay.
Yeah.
But there is literally no space for your
Exactly.
luggage.
So, I think we can carry around 2 to 3 suitcase because I have slanted this seat to the maximum. I think it's not really required till...
You can fold it.
Yeah,
right?
we can fold this. You can completely split this by 50-50 or you can completely put this down. These are the two options here.
Okay. One question. This is something I have the same question for Scorpio as well. The seats are facing forward,
Yeah.
right? It's not like the old Mahindra cars
No.
where they're sitting
No.
like
It's not a bench
face to
seat.
face, bench seat,
No.
right? Why is this here? Who's going to open it?
Exactly. So that's a good question. But you know, as we have a lock outside,
Yeah.
so there should be a lock inside also.
Exactly.
But the purpose, you know, what you said is absolutely which I agree
Yeah,
to.
I
it.
don't understand
There's no
this
point of having it. But
There has to be someone at the boot.
yeah, who have to
sitting there
open it.
Who has to open it?
Correct.
अच्छा एसी देखते हैं बहुत गर्मी है बाहर ऑटोमेटिक है ना एसी
No. So
Automatic
that is not an auto AC. And trust me, you know, ये गाड़ी में AC जो है वो बहुत ही जल्दी ठंडा होता है. The reason is the vehicle is very small. It's not like an sedan or you know XUV 700 or any other vehicle. So the only 4 ducts of AC is in front. But trust me, the AC gets cold so soon that you need to shut it down. So you know that is one good advantage I feel of this.
Steering is only tilt adjustable, not height.
No,
right?
it is not telescopic. It is only tilt. So you can adjust the steering and you can adjust the seat as well. Seat is not ventilated. So like I said, it's all raw. Now, there are some fun facts of this, okay? So if you would see, you won't see the speaker on the doors of Thar. You would see the speakers on top,
Top, okay.
okay? And if you ask me why, the reason is, you know, the materials or the, you know, body which is here, it is IP resistant. So, you know, if
So you
you're
can wash
going,
the car.
yeah, if your vehicle is going inside the water or slush to this extent, you know, your vehicle will not have any issues. There is a filter down, you know, the water drains out from there. So that is one big thing. And the main thing is you can remove this door. You can dismantle all this, you know, body parts of Thar. So that is the reason, you know, Mahindra thought to keep this as very raw. It's all fiber. Yeah. So you can remove this, you can remove this, you can remove both the, you know, door. Or, so, you know, that's the main reason they didn't give speakers
Right.
or tweeters over here. It's all on the roof.
Let's compare everything this car has with your Ciaz, so that we'll have a better idea in terms of, okay, what are the things that you love the most and what are the things you miss sometimes.
Okay. So first thing is, you know, when you want to bring down your mirror, you know, in Ciaz it's just next to the driver,
Right.
but in this vehicle it's in the center, and we have only 2, you know, mirror drop option here. The reason is obviously it's you know, 3-door vehicle, so the one behind which you see is fixed. You can't do anything. So that is one difference, or you know, I have felt that it should be on the driver's side. Yeah. So that is one thing. Apart from that, if you see, complete body is black color, and as per the teaser which I saw on Thar Rocks, which is gonna come,
Yeah.
I think it is gonna be beige.
Right.
So you know, beige obviously add luxury value.
You think they are targeting the family?
Yes, they are
5-door
targeting
Thar?
family with the 5-door because it's not on the Thar body chases. It's coming on Scorpio N body chases.
Oh, okay. So,
So it's going to be totally different.
so it's
platform.
not going to be 4x4. It's just a
It
rear
has
wheel drive?
4x4 option. It has rear wheel drive option, but it is coming on Scorpio N body
Platform,
chases.
okay.
Even Scorpio N has 4x4, right?
Yeah.
So 4x4 Explorer is Scorpio N.
Right.
So, and if you see, you know, I was not a big fan of black interior because, you know, the beige interior is something which gives more value to your vehicle. It looks more
Premium.
premium. Yeah. So that is something which I'm missing on Ciaz as well as, you know, Thar.
Just to let you know, Praveen uses this car as a family purpose also. You can see the child seat right here on the rear seat.
Yeah.
So, how comfortable is it? I mean, what is the average feedback from your wife, your family members?
See, I would say if you ask me to rate in 5, I would say somewhere around 3.9 to 4. I would not say anything above 4 because the people sitting in front, obviously they would like it. But the people sitting in back, you know, as it's a boxy design, okay, and it's all on mind. So, you know, you have an option to drop your mirror, drop your window here or lift your window here. But that option is not there behind. Okay, so people feel some phobic when they sit behind. there itself, the comfort level goes down. So, so if you ask me to rate, I would say somewhere around 3.8 to 3.9 on the comfort level.
Rear camera, so I saw the camera working was really fine, no problem at all. Scorpio N has a kind of a laggy system.
Okay.
Is
So,
there,
no.
I mean, was there any issue like that before?
No. So camera is something which I installed additionally.
Oh,
So,
this is
yeah,
additional, okay.
Yeah. So reverse camera is not something which was given on this vehicle from the company itself. I had to install it additionally. So I went ahead and installed it because this is much important factor which we really need on the car.
True.
And the monitoring or the kind of they have placed the camera is very well because I did it from the showroom, so I can feel the difference. I did it on my Ciaz from outside the market. I can feel the difference. So they have very good stability on the camera. So that's the reason I like it.
Okay. Let's talk about Mahindra and service. I have seen a lot of reviews, lot of stories in news like Tata and Mahindra. They don't have a very good after sales service. If your car is fine, well and good. If there are any issues, there is always some kind of issues from the Mahindra or the Tata side.
Okay.
Is this something similar you expect? I mean, have you serviced it in Kerala or in Bangalore?
So I have serviced it in Kerala. The reason is, when I drive there, I go and give it for service. And as this vehicle is very new, right? It's just 1 year old. So I have free services. So till now, I have not spent a lot of things on the service part, apart from the regular service. But if you ask me the after sale service, I would say it depends on showroom to showroom. Okay, it completely depends on which showroom you are giving. And now if you're comparing, the new vehicles with the older vehicles, obviously the older vehicles, first thing is the mechanics are very less, or they're not trained as much as, to do what they do in the new vehicle. Because what I have heard and I have seen from the showroom guys is, they have regular trainings, including the sales guy who sells the vehicle. They have regular trainings which they need to attend on the vehicles to at least know, what the customer is asking or what the customer is saying. So, when you go and tell the sales guy or the service guy, I am facing this issue. So, he should be somewhere, ready to answer you with the, question what you asked for. Right. So, he should say, okay, I think probably this is the issue. Right. So, let's look into it.
Right.
But it's not like something, you give it and they don't have any idea.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I faced it with, remember I had a KTP?
Yeah, I know. So if you ask me brand comparison on the service, I would say it's 100% higher than Tata for sure. Because I had a small vehicle Tata Nano which I gave for service. So I have faced the problem there. So if you ask me, it is 100% better than Tata on the Mahindra. And, and if you ask me on Hyundai, I think Hyundai service is also good. Toyota is good. Toyota is the best one. To be frank, Toyota is the best one.
Cheap and best.
Cheap and best. They have stability. If you give the vehicle, when it comes to you, you will be satisfied with that. But probably Mahindra needs some improvement there, which they are doing, and I'm glad that they are doing because they are coming up with a lot of new vehicles. So that's the market they need to play more.
True. I have used Tata, Ford, and Maruti Suzuki before. Maruti was the best, Tata was the worst, Ford was like in between, right? And then I gave this to Hyundai.
Okay.
The experience was so different. During the service, they were sending messages every half an hour, 15 minutes interval. Like every time, okay, there is an oil change, so the flushing is happening, there is a video.
Okay.
So in every interval, like 15-20 minutes, half an hour, I was getting some update.
Okay.
And they gave us estimated amount plus estimated time, like 3 hours, 15 minutes or 4 hours, your car will be ready. Around 3 hours, after 3 hours, I got a message like, okay, your car is almost ready, it will be ready in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So I think that is what a buyer expects from a showroom, a car showroom, because you're spending a lot of money on a vehicle, right? So you would like to get that kind of stuff. So if you go to a normal Maruti showroom and if you go to Nexa, you can feel the difference there. You know, Nexa is something little more premium.
Yeah.
So, you know, people like that premiumness where you go, you know, they offer you something, they give you regular updates and all that. So you love to get that. So then you feel okay, and you would suggest that vehicle to someone else, saying that, you know, go with Nexa, or, you know, go to this particular showroom, or go with this vehicle because their after service is good, you know. So that's what majorly people think. So see, buying a car is not a big thing. I mean, you can go buy a car, but after buying it, you know, how you take it, how is your service, are you happy with it? Because that is something which you need to use for another, say, 5 to 6 years. Right?
That's true.
And if you're not happy, then you'll be thinking that, you know, I've made a bad decision.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So that's something which everyone keeps in mind before buying a car. So trust me, but I have not thought about that specifically when I bought this Thar, because Thar is a living style vehicle. It's purely a living style vehicle. You know, people buy it just to have that fun. You know, that look, that stance and everything. You can go 4x4. You know, you can go 2-wheel drive. So I have here 2-wheel drive, I have 4-wheel drive, I have 4L. There are many specific options here.
You have told so many good things about the car, so many good things about the brand. Now I want you to tell all the bad things, okay, all the negatives
Okay.
that you've found so far.
Okay. So one good thing which I missed to tell, I want to tell that, okay, is that Thar is a vehicle where you can load accessories for lakhs.
Right.
Okay. You can enhance the style of the vehicle like anything. Okay, that is one good thing I have felt. It all depends on your pocket. You know, how much money would you like to spend?
How deep is it?
Yeah, how deep it is. And, you know, so Thar is that kind of vehicle where you can enhance it. So obviously it's all about, you know, people looking at your vehicle, right? It has to stand out of the crowd. I think, you know, their advertisement also says that only. You know, it has to stand outside the crowd. So which they have already bought into. So that's one good thing which I missed to say. So let's get into the mileage part, okay? So the main reason I bought 4x4 is because I wanted a diesel vehicle. Because the dimension of this car, the weight of this car, as well as, you know, the power of this car, I think all the SUVs with that kind of power should have a diesel engine.
तो ये था आज का रिव्यू. If you have any questions regarding this episode or the previous episode, please let me know on the comment section below. You can also reach out to me via Instagram handle or just drop an email to my email address. And finally, if you have got some value out of it, please consider subscribing to this channel and also like this video. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.